All right, my name is Avery Hill, and today I will be talking about biodiesel. To start off, we're going to talk about the background of biodiesel. It all began in 1890 when a scientist named Rudolf Diesel created the first diesel engine. It was highly durable and able to run on alternative fuels such as peanut oil, most abundantly. However, since cheaper fuels made up of petroleum were so readily available at the time, very few people supported the idea of using alternative fuel types. In the 1930s, scientists were extremely concerned with separating fatty acids from the glycerin in vegetable oils to create a thin replacement for petroleum diesel. D. Chauvin was granted a patent to create ethyl ester of palm oil, which is now known as biodiesel, which went on to power a passenger bus on a route through Belgium. Petroleum prices skyrocketed also during World War II, so alternate fuel types such as vegetable oil became super popular for power diesel engines across the globe. All right, how is biodiesel produced? It is produced through a process called transesterification. Involves the separation of glycerin from fat and vegetable oil. It's eco-friendly because it utilizes an otherwise wasted product from another industry to produce a fuel for diesel engines, which is soybean or used cooking oil from restaurants that would otherwise be thrown away. There's two products for transesterification, which is methyl ester, which is biodiesel, and the other product is glycerin, which is often sold as an ingredient for soaps and other products after transesterification is complete. All right, the availability of biodiesel. It's able to be shipped by truck, train, or boat. It's not an extremely dangerous product. It's produced mostly in North America, but it's unfortunately not very readily available to other countries. It's slowly becoming a very popular source of transportation fuel for environmentally conscious business owners, and it's often found in regular petroleum diesel in small amounts. Most petroleum in gas stations is mixed with biodiesel in some small form. All right, how does the biodiesel industry affect the world? Its economic impact is pretty good. It The industry generated about $23.2 billion in 2021 and generated 75,000 jobs on average. However, it does have a higher cost of production than that of petroleum diesel, so it still has its cons when it comes to the economic impact. Environmentally, it utilizes readily available renewable resources, so there's less waste produced when it's generated. Um, Using biodiesel results in a 67% reduction of hydrocarbon emissions, a 47% reduction of particulate matter emissions, and a 96% reduction of hazardous waste produced. Unfortunately, the purification and transport of biodiesel can actually greatly increase the carbon footprint left behind by the industry, however. So, even though we're lowering emissions, we're also kind of counterbalancing that benefit. All right, my analysis of this is that although biodiesel is one of the most environmentally friendly resources that could replace petroleum fuel, the idea of that happening at a complete level is nearly unattainable because petroleum gas is more widely produced and available to everyday consumers, costs less, and has the advantage to prior favoritism. Um, which means basically people are so used to using petroleum gas, they'll be less willing to try something new, especially if it's not super commonly known across the world. Although the product itself is very environmentally friendly, the transportation of biodiesel to places where it cannot be produced reduces the positive impact of its usage. Um, my plan of action involves finding a way in which biodiesel could be produced in areas more abundantly so that it does not require shipment to be more readily available, which would therefore decrease the carbon emissions produced by the biodiesel industry. I also would suggest publicly promoting the usage of it because it's not super common knowledge for producers everywhere. Here's my sources, and thank you for listening.